Howard Stern, the radio man, comedian, apparently has leaked the Marvel's Doctor Doom project. And I'm reading this via Den Geek. This came out today. Podcast host, let's go. Shock Jock, there we go. Howard Stern, shock jock, radio person, radio man, chat, has apparently leaked Marvel's, the MCU's Doctor Doom project. And so I'm just going to read this article. I'm going to come in here with my thoughts, and I want to hear you guys of your own thoughts. And I want to talk about what a Doctor Doom movie would be. First of all, as you guys know, I'm a huge Doctor Doom fan. He's probably my favorite Marvel villain of all time. And so the idea of a Doctor Doom movie is, well, one, surprising, but also at the same time, not very, very cool. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Radio personality. As this is from Den Geek Chat. Howard Stern built his reputation by saying shocking things in the microphone, hence shock jock. But his latest shocking comment making the rounds was broadcast accidentally. After recording an episode of his Sirius XM radio show, Stern and his co-host Robin Quivers talk about summer plans, unaware that their mics were still going. Under the sound of ads and promotional music, listeners caught Stern referred to a fan favorite character. In a clip circulating on Twitter, Stern is griping about his upcoming schedule, and Robin asks if he'll be working over the summer. I told you I'm doing Doctor Doom, Stern responds, followed by a conversation too middle to make out. One can clearly hear Stern reference the variety show America's Got Talent, which he serves as a judge, and the phrase, I'm an asshole, which could refer to either his character on a Doom project or his general dissatisfaction with his workload. This is coming from by Odin's Fade. Oh no, various Twitter accounts. Chat. Someone create a Twitter account by Odin's Fade, of course. Just waking up in the morning, got to thank God. So this is interesting. On the Howard Stern show today, they ended up the episode to go on summer break and had a hot mic on. Stern says he's involved a Doctor Doom project with Jon Favreau. On one hand, this news may not be out of left field as it initially appears. Last year, Marvel signed a contract for Sirius XM to produce podcasts. We which have focus on characters who haven't appeared in the MCU, such as 2 Wolverine series starring the Hobbits, Richard Armitage as Logan. Later installments include several Wastelanders series set in the post-apocalyptic future of Old Man Logan. That's cool, including Wastelanders Doom. Well, it seems most likely that Stern's referring to the upcoming Doctor Doom podcast. A couple of surprising name drops raise possibility for something more substantial. I call Robert Downey Jr. Stern could be heard saying, I was asking about acting tips before the clip cuts off. Stern asked about a phone number for John, possibly Jon Favreau. If Downey and Favreau are involved, then this could be something much larger than just a podcast. Fans have been clamoring for a proper cinematic representation of Doctor Doom since Disney acquired Fox for X-Men and Fantastic movie rights. I certainly have. We certainly have, chat. With Mr. Fantastic's appearance in Doctor... let's put it out there, chat. So here we go. With Mr. Fantastic appearance in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, played by John Krasinski, via Doom's Time platform, it seems that Latvian dictator is not far away. Kevin Feige has indicated that he wants a more established director for the first MCU Fantastic Four movie, someone he can be more hands-off with, although he's been quite happy working on The Mandalorian and other Star Wars shows. It's hard to think of someone better suited for Marvel's first film than the guy who launched the MCU. Stephanie, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that, and welcome to stream. Downey Jr. has been pretty adamant that Avengers Endgame is his last performance as Tony Stark, even letting Mick Wingert voice the character on What If. But if Iron Man and Doom have a long history in the comics, crossing over in stories such as Armor Wars, the title of an upcoming Disney Plus show, ooh, and Doom even became Iron Man for a short time, true. Whatever the project may be, here's one thing we know for sure. Stern is not excited. Chat, this, there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns, but the one thing we do know, Stern doesn't give a shit. Stern is not excited. I'm fucking miserable about it, the Shock Jock says, right? That he can offend listeners even on accident. Update. Thanks to Twitter user Bring Back Jackie. Which Jackie are they referring to, Chad? We have a little more info about the hot mic. According to Bring Back Jackie's transcription, the conversation begins with a producer telling Stern that Kevin Feigman, Kevin Feigman, chat, called to find out if the schedule works for you. After clarifying that the producer meant Kevin Feige, Stern confirms that it will work, but it's going to suck. It's Scratchy also found that Stern does indeed ask for Jon Favreau's phone number, chat. And there you go. That's the story. Well, pretty good. Whoa, Stephanie, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. I appreciate that. For those of you just joining us right now, we're talking about this very odd leak from Howard Stern, chat. Shock jock, radio personality, chat. Apparently, he is involved in a Marvel project, seemingly an MCU project, and apparently it has to do with Doctor Doom. And maybe they're actually doing a Doctor Doom movie, or perhaps it's this Doctor Doom podcast, which is what we've seen recently, Chad, like this Wolverine podcast, this audio drama with Richard Armitage voice, which I heard about, which I heard is actually great. Josh Herbert, Chad, on the side. He's actually recommended that to me to listen to. Now, let's say it's the podcast. He's working on that. Maybe he's gonna be a part of that. Sure, I don't know why it's kind of weird they got like Howard Stern for that. That's just kind of odd to me. You know, first of all, let me just say at the top, let me get this out of the way. I think I'm always kind of, it's kind of always weird. I mean, it doesn't always bother me. Sometimes it just feels weird when they have like real life news people, or radio people, or like real life celebrities appear in Marvel movies, or any kind of like superhero fare. Like, when I see like Anderson Cooper show up in Batman v Superman saying like, thank God no one lives in, downtown Gotham at night. It's like, why is this happening? Or when Elon Musk shows up in like Iron Man 3 or whatever, it's like, why are we doing this? It just feels unnecessary. And so to have like Howard Stern potentially show up in a Doctor Doom movie, like of all the people, you think of Doctor Doom, this guy who is this political leader. He's a genius. He's a master of technology and machines and also the mystic arts. We potentially have cameos or supporting characters of like Doctor Strange being featured in the movie, along with the Fantastic Four, or maybe like Wakanda or the various I would say T'Challa, but he's sadly Chadwick Boseman passed away. Like M'Baku, like those, like that's what I want to see, but not Howard Stern is not the guy I would like. That would not be where my mind would go. Like who do you want to see in a Doctor Doom movie? Howard Stern is not my first choice. Not my first choice, not my second choice, not my third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's not in there. So weird. Unless he's like doing a voice role for something, which that could be it. It could be something like that. Maybe he's actually doing a voice. Maybe he's one of the Doom bots. I don't fucking know. It's very odd. So the fact that, he's involved in that is, unless he's like, again, producing that podcast, I could see that. Definitely see that. I don't know. It's like Mad. Yeah, it definitely sounds like Mad Libs. 100%. Now, outside of that, seemingly, based on this leak, I'm just going by this leak, Chad. They could be like proven untrue, whatever. Could be proven false. The fact that Marvel wants to do a Doctor Doom movie, that has me really excited. I know that, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Noah Hawley, who has done stuff like Legion and the Fargo series, and he's currently working on the Alien series for Disney on FX. Or is it Hulu? I don't remember anymore. There's so many. Disney owns so many channels, I can't keep them all straight. But there were years ago, he was like attached to a Doctor Doom film, I want to say. I believe he was like, he had written a script and they were looking at him to direct, but I guess that went nowhere because of all the troubles that Fox had with Fantastic Four. They couldn't make a good movie to save their life, chat. Make a good Fantastic Four adaptation, although no one has, exception of Brad Bird. He proved that it could work easily. I remember that, and so I don't know if this is that project or know how he's going to be involved. I'm just speculating. But I love Doctor Doom. He is and maybe, I don't know, maybe Marvel is looking at, I'm not saying that they'll go down the same degree as Warner Brothers did of Joker, but maybe they're looking at a film like Joker and go like, okay, well, we can't go exactly as hard as that movie, but we can, like we had done, shows, like at least they did the Loki show. It was about a villain. Well, now they're kind of turning him into an anti-hero at this point. But I could potentially see them doing like a more villain-focused movie about Doctor Doom, like the tragic fall of this character. I think it'd be really interesting. Or maybe you have like a Fantastic Four movie and a Doctor Doom movie coincide coming out back to back. That would be really cool. Like I could almost see it like this. Like what if it's like, I figure with Phase 4, it's gonna end with the Fantastic Four movie. I mean, that's how I would end it. I think that would make sense. But then what if that's not actually the end of Phase 4? What if it's actually the Doctor Doom movie? That would be really cool. I would kind of love that, chat. You know, there's a lot you can play around with in regards to Doctor Doom. I mean, like I said, he's a master of technology, the mystic arts. He could put his hands, his metallic fingers, chat, into so many Marvel pies across the universe, the multiverse, chat, which he famously wants to take control of. Which he'll, like I said before, chat. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel like Doctor Doom will be the phase 4, 5, 6, whatever phase. He'll be the next Thanos level threat. He's the villain that should be, in my honest opinion, right? And he has been quite heroic. You bring up a good point. Doom has been quite heroic in the past, where at least he's tried to. Like Doom, he has the intelligence, he has the resources to save the world, to save the multiverse, but it's his fucking ego. It's his ego and his vanity and he always second guesses himself. And he always messes up inevitably, Like there's this great moment in the comics where Reed Richards says, "Hey, listen, man, I just want to tell you that you're doing a good job." And Doom's like, "What do you mean by that?" He's like, "No, I'm just telling you, you're doing a good job." He's like, "No, you're patronizing me, Richards. What did I do wrong?" And he can't help himself. So I would love a character like that. That'd be awesome. So if they can capture that in a movie across multiple films, please give it to me. Yeah, he's been the Sorcerer Supreme. He's been Iron Man. He's had all these things. I bet, like, how I would do it, I would say, like, Doom steals Iron Man's technology. Like in Armor Wars, maybe like Armor Wars could be another setup for Doom, and he's stolen the suits, and his suit is based on Stark tech. I think that'd be fucking awesome. Nice little connection there. But yeah, I'm very weird that Howard Stern be involved in this project. Although, excited if this is indeed a Doctor Doom movie. Who would have thought? I think that's really cool. I think that's awesome. I've always said, like, oh, in another world, Chad, I wish they cast Mads Mikkelsen. I wish Mads Mikkelsen could have been Doom. He would have been perfect. But I got my boy Dan Stevens. You guys know how much I love Dan Stevens. And it makes sense. Here, if Noah Hawley is involved with this, famously, Dan Stevens was the leading actor, Chad. He was the main actor in Legion. There's the connection. If Noah Hawley is doing this movie, and he's got to bring his boy Dan Stevens as Doom, boom. I get what I want, Chad. I'm going to get what I want. But yeah, weird how this leaked. Excited for the possibilities. Love Doctor Doom. Hope we get Noah Hawley. Hope we get Dan Stevens. Hope Doctor Doom is the phase 4, 5, 6 next level Thanos villain for Marvel. Because he deserves it, chat. And Doom has been mistreated, much like the Fantastic Four. Doom has been mistreated for many, many years, in my opinion. Hope to the best. What about you guys? What do you think of this news? Are you excited for it? Not excited for it? Weirded out by it? What do you want, chat? What do you want? I'm going to go ahead and read your comments. And again, hey guys, seriously, thank you for all the generosity right there. Jason, thank you for the 10 biddies. Stephanie, thank you again for the 500 biddies and for gifting a sub to Van Den. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do we got in here? What do you guys saying? I'm going to scroll up right now. Fall Doom only rises. Yes, exactly, Sir Warwick. Rapping film, Toby Kebbell was a great actor. He deserved. No, he did. Toby Kebbell. I don't blame Toby Kebbell. I don't blame any of the actors in that movie. They were miscast. Some of them were woefully miscast. Like we're supposed to fucking believe that Miles Teller and Jamie Bell are high school students. They look to be like 35 years old. It's like, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, they put him next to a high school student. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Thank you, Chris. Here's the 10 biddies. Elon Musk was Iron Man 2, not 3. Fair enough. Oh! Oh my God! Thank you, Linda Klein. Linda Klein with a very generous $20 donation. Thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. I really do appreciate that. Oh my God! Let me toast you. May the wings of liberty as a feather you shake in the pillows of heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute. Thank you so much. You are the Dovahkiin. You are the Dragonborn. Cheers. Divine Miss Klein. A pleasure to have you here, and thank you so much. Wow, I bet we can do a video game poll. Oh my God. Thank you guys for all your generosity today. This has been an awesome stream. Awesome stream so far. Oh, let me see what you guys got. Let me see what you guys are saying right now. I scrolled up a little bit. And I'm going to work my way down to his easily workable as an answer. He is. They could do that if they want to. They could. Dr. Who would have his own movie, but part of his origin ties. It does. It definitely does. Well, I mean, his original comic book origin is kind of goofy. Now, they've probably reworked his origin since then. But you can make it work. Like, in the original comics, him and Reed were in college, and an experiment goes awry, and it deforms Doom. It like deforms his face, and he swore vengeance against Fantastic Four. But he's not connected to like the Fantastic Four going out into space and being exposed to that radiation. That they did that in the movie. They did that in the movie. Honestly, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four version of Doom's origin is more accurate to the comics than the Tim Story films. So it's kind of connected, but not really. But Reed is involved. Reed is involved in the experiment that leads to Doom's disfigurement. And just let him go full villain of the Fantastic Four. I like that. Elite. Did you hear about how Superman kind of implied John Krasinski may not be the main MCU's reach? I did hear that, and that made me sad. I hope that's not the case. Electric Kane at some point go bad. That'd be cool. Yeah. Oh no, we gotta have Kane and Doom go up against each other. Absolutely. As long as he's full villain, it'll be interesting, says Dylan Murray. Doom should have been in that Infinity Gauntlet saga. Well, I mean, this is weird because of the fact that they didn't just own the. I'm sure they would have been. I'm sure the Fantastic Four and Doom would have been involved in all that. It's just, sadly, they didn't have the rights. They didn't have the rights. Let's see here. He did do. Yes, Toby Kebbell did do. He did the mocap for Khan. And he was also in the movie. Yep, he was played by the horny doctor from Nip Tuck. Mm-hmm. And in the new Secret Wars, Doctor Strange is his right-hand man. That's right, which is really cool. No, I don't want anyone else being Stark basis to your Spock. Make Doom the inverse Iron Man movie, a highly intelligent refugee learning the skills he needs to overthrow his corrupt government. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I like that. Like Adam Driver to play Doom, says Win Fox. Everyone's like, no more Stark Tech! Okay. I don't think it's podcasting anymore, because but I don't know you were shooting. Oh, shit, there you go. And Dan Stevens' Legion was great. Listen, Dan is the best actor I've ever seen. Hell yeah. I want Linkara to play Doom. Who's Linkara? Dr. Strange was asked to explain why he's allowed Doom to have the gauntlet. Strange said because no one else should have played God better than Doom. Yeah, Doom always views himself as a god. Think they'll ever revamp the Hannibal series of Mads? I wish, because that show is so good. But I don't know. I just wouldn't bet on it. I feel like if they did, they would have already. Although they make, do a thing where they eventually comes back for like a mini-series or something. I think if this is a real Marvel project, it's him voicing Doom in What If. Howard Stern. This will be Mr. Fantastic. Honestly, I still don't think Krasinski is going to be Reed's MCU movie still because Doom and Reed are the same age and John way older than Steve. I mean, you couldn't really tell. You can't tell. I mean, that's fine with me. You could say that they're 35, and I'm like, okay. And then see is one of my favorite current fresh actors working today. To see him as Doctor Who will be very exciting to see what he brings. I mean, that's just what I want. That's like my top choice. It's like nothing's confirmed. Dan Stevens. I'm just connecting some dots, Chad. I got my fucking board. I'm connecting Noah Hawley, Dan Stevens. They were involved in. They did Legion. Noah Hawley's involved in a Doctor Doom movie. They're making a Doctor Doom movie. It's all connected. So I would just love for that to happen. I think Dan Stevens would be great. I'd love to see him in the MCU, and I want to see him play a villain. Hey, chat, I'm gonna recommend a movie to you. I gotta do a review of this. I gotta do a commentary of this film, The Guest. Adam Wingard's The Guest, which stars Dan Stevens. It was kind of like his breakout genre role. Like before that, he was doing Downton Abbey and things, a lot of period piece stuff, and that was like one of his first like big American movies. And he is so fucking good in that film. He's like a Terminator. That's all I'll say. Not saying he's a robot, but he's like a Terminator. He's so. It's such a fun movie. I love that movie. I went on Blu-ray. Yeah, one of my favorite movies of the previous decade. Jason the Timmy's, I'm ready to come in just a second. I want him to go back to Sirius XM. I wouldn't mind that season, Mr. I wouldn't be opposed to that. No seconds. Oscar Isaac, Charlie Cox, Florence Pugh, and more. Oh, for like the Fantastic Four team. Let's see here. I just don't want the studio to play it safe and make him an anti-hero. The audience should hate and fear Dr. Doom in the movie. No, I agree with you. If they want to start him out as an anti-hero, I think that's fine, but eventually he has to be a straight villain. They need to do that. They need to do that, Chad. 100%. Drew McMahon wasn't a bad Dr. Doom. He just got cast in 2 bad films. Yeah. No, I agree. Maybe do the Robot Chicken sketch where they keep putting his mask and copies on wrong, so they have to keep ripping them off. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, 100% sure work. Yeah, Doom needs to be like Tywin Lannister levels of cunning. He needs to be so fucking smart. He needs to be, but it's his ego though, his vanity that eventually undoes him. But I agree with you. He needs to be that way. Man, if Charles Dance was like a younger man, if Charles Dance was younger, he could have fucking pulled that off. Oh God, Charles Dance would have been great. Shit. Luke Boss accused because Patrick doesn't even start shooting, but if Doctor Doom is going to start shooting stuff over the next few months, it'll mean, though, I guess not necessarily that this new will come out before. Maybe. That might be it. Who's going to ignore my ass? I'm not ignoring you, Lisa. I'm reading your stuffs. I'm scrolling slowly. How can you describe or interpret the base power and gear of Doom? To me, it's like one power man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, he's the master of technology and mystical arts. He is, one part Iron. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. He's one part Iron Man, one part Doctor Strange. 100%. Marvel's going to be at Comic-Con, so probably know some stuff soon. Ooh. So is Dan Stevens, but no, that's just my fan casting. Nothing's confirmed. Like, I'm not saying Dan Stevens will be Doctor. That's who I want as Doom. Hannibal series was amazing. The idea of Doom overthrowing his government is actually great, like Marcus, because it'll kill me. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. I wouldn't mind that. Mark Wahlberg's like, now, Chris Ayers, you know better. You know better. RD, good to see you. I see Jackson getting a lot of hate for his versions that they don't understand that while he is the smartest man alive and he was arrogant, thinking he was so smart that he had to explain to Wanda the Bible. Yeah, I mean that is, I guess, yeah, people are mad, but I think that's what Reed does, though. He's just because you're smart doesn't mean you have common sense. No, people are being goobers about that. I want John Krasinski as Reed Richards. God damn it. Yeah, the guest is great. Yes, chap. Ben Foster is the thing. I've always been saying Dean Norris. I really want Dean Norris as the thing. I think he could do a good job. Let me just see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Charles Dance Jr. would have been dope. He would have been great. Just scrolling, chap. Speak to the universe, Juicy. We need a young Charles Dance from an alternative. Let's make it happen. In case Marvel doesn't cast Dan Stevens, who would be your second or third choices? Oh, that's a great question. I got to think about that. I mean, I would honestly just say fuck it and just cast Mads Mikkelsen. Because they're not, I mean, there is a chance that Mads Mikkelsen might pop up back in Doctor Strange 3 as Caecilius just because of where they're going at the end of that movie. They're going back to the dark dimension. But at the same time, I was like, oh God, that character was such a waste and a waste of his talents. I would honestly just say, just cast him. Who cares? But he looks like the guy from Doctor Strange. I don't give a shit. All right, no one will care. You'll have those fucking weirdos online and be like, no, he played Caecilius in Doctor Strange. I'm like, I don't care. Just cast him as fucking Doctor Doom. That's all I want. I think that'd be fine. So Mads would be like my second choice. Third choice. Oh God, I gotta think about that. I gotta think about this, chick. Who would be my other choice for Doctor Doom? I think some more recent actors. God. Nothing's coming to mind. Nothing's coming to mind immediately. No, not Jared Leto. I don't want him morbid anywhere near Doctor Doom. No fucking thank you. Yeah, if dude can be Cottonmouth Blade, Mads could double. He can double dip. Let the man double dip. Chat. Yeah, they brought back the Blue A from Captain Marvel to play the lead in Eternals. Nobody complained about it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will say, I wonder why people are jumping straight to a movie if this is coming out before I would assume a Disney. I don't. Doom don't. He doesn't need to be on TV. Doom needs a movie. I'm gonna tell you right now. Doom needs a movie. I don't want a TV. No, I don't want a Doctor Doom TV show. I want a Doctor Doom movie. That's what I want. Okay? Gimme. I know what I want, chat. The Thundercats. Ho! Got this guy from Nip Tuck is Doctor Doom. Oh, wait. Indeed. Glee, they get the 100 biddies. A pleasure to have you here. We're just about to jump into my review of Yu Hakusho. Talking about this Doctor Doom leak. Maybe, allegedly, Howard Stern is in a Doctor Doom movie. And he's in contact with Kevin Feige and Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau might be directing or involved in some capacity in a Doctor Doom movie, Chad. Well, that's also pretty interesting. You know, Jon Favreau, of course, you know, he was one of the guys that helped start the MCU, Chad. Obviously, Iron Man 1, Iron Man and Iron Man 2. Producer in Iron Man 3. Producer, I think, of several of the other Marvel films. Obviously, he's been Happy Hogan in the Iron Man movies and Avenger movies and Spider-Man films. He's been great as Happy. I'm glad they gave him more to do, especially in the Spider-Man movies. You know, if this is kind of like his return to the MCU, I'd be like, yeah, I'd kind of like to see him how he would handle Doom. Of course, he's been busy with Star Wars recently, so yeah. Anyone see Josh Brolin as Thanos? Josh Brolin did a great job as Thanos. He was excellent as Thanos. Let's see here. Obi-Wan should have been a movie, 100%. 100% Brando. Agreed. And Thundercats. Ho! Thank you for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome. Cillian Murphy. I can see that. I can see that. I'm not opposed to Cillian Murphy being Doom. Okay. That's a good choice. I also wouldn't mind Carl Urban coming back to play the Wolverine. Oh yeah, they can bring back Carl Urban. I agree. They could bring him back. Yeah, he played what's his name in Ragnarok, which I didn't really get that much to do, honestly. Which I have a criticism again for Ragnarok. It's a lot of the holdover stuff from Thor 1 and 2 was the weakest parts of that movie. That's why I'm kind of glad Thor Love and Thunder was like, well, yeah, no, we'll see. We're going back to Asgard again. They're bringing some of that back, but because I loved all the Guardians shit. You know, they pretty much did with Ragnarok, and they really leaned into the humor. Yeah, they can bring back Carl Urban as a different character. I wouldn't mind that. Wolverine, sure. He certainly acts like Wolverine in The Boys, or more of an asshole, I should say. I could see him do that. I could definitely see him play Wolverine if they want to go in that direction. And you know, as I said for my X-Men idea, chat, make him one of the professors. Don't do this fucking love interest shit, love triangle with Scott and Jean and Logan. I'm fucking done with that. I hate it. I'm fucking sick of it. I never want to see it again. It's ruined so many movies and so many comic arcs. It's like, just stop, for the love of God. Cartoons, stop it. And so make Jean and make Scott teenagers, okay? And make Logan a professor at the school. That's what I would do. Like in X-Men Evolution. In X-Men Evolution, you had some members of the X-Men who were older, and other ones that were teenagers, chat. Storm, Beast, Hank McCoy, Logan, they were all older. They were teachers. While Jean and Scott and Kurt, you know, Nightcrawler, Kitty, Rogue, they were all teenagers. Do that, goddammit. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing that love triangle. It annoys me. Bruce All the Avengers was nice. Well, one of the Skarsgårds. Well, yeah, I can see one of the Skarsgårds. You know what? What's his name? Who is the most? Oh God, there's like Stellan Skarsgård is a very fertile man, Chad. He does not fire blanks. His wife be like, all right, you better double up and triple up on them rubbers. He is a very fertile man. Maybe his wife's a fertile woman. I don't know. In any case, Chad, those Skarsgårds ain't shooting any blanks. There's like about 15 of them, and like 10 of them work in Hollywood. And it's hard to keep track of them all. Who is that Skarsgård in The Northman? I could see him as Doom. Or if they want to go fucking creepy, derpy-eyed, they can go with Bill, who played Pennywise. You can go like kind of sexy Doctor Doom or creepy, derpy Doctor Doom. You can go Alexander, you can go Bill. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh, no, the people are saying, I know what you guys are saying. Jamie Land, I can't say that. Nicholas Coster-Waldau. I can see him. I can see him do it. Doctor's a mockumentary. Let's see here. What you guys are saying? Could Murphy is Lordship Press. I think Marvel will scare him off. Oh, Danny DeVito. Yeah, no. Edward Collins, at the end of the day, I agree with you. Like, the one person who should be Wolverine is Danny DeVito. That's when you know there'll be fucking no love triangle between Wolverine and Scott and Jean. 100%, Chad. We need Danny DeVito as Logan. Where's that fucking artwork? To this day, it's like one of my favorite pieces of fan art. Oh my God, it's brilliant. I'm gonna keep reading your comments. Yeah. That's fucking amazing. This is what we need. Petition have Danny DeVito play Wolverine. Oh, give me a second here, chat. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I don't want that. That's not what I want. Hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, this is the man we need right now, chat. Perfect. I love it. He's the right size. They're about the same height. Listen, chat, he's played the Penguin. He can cross over from DC to Marvel. He's the Wolverine we need. Oh, that'll be brilliant. I love it. And Dennis could be Dr. Doom. Oh, Lordy. Let's see here. Yeah, he played Foggy Nelson. That's true. Yeah, I've been saying for years Joe Keery should be Johnny Storm. 100%. 100%. Pedro Pascal's Doom? You hear about that arc in the X-Men show you that, yeah, I just dislike it. That's what I love about X-Men Evolution. Same, Casey, same. Hi, Storm, baby. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, it's like Culkins. It's like there's more Culkins popping up. I don't remember these kids being born, and now they're all these hit shows and movies. What the hell's going on here, chap? Coster Wildgel played Jamie last year. Game of Thrones. His Demir was very Doctor Doom. Yeah, I can see him do that. They were all North, and all of them were. It's true. Remember, he bet a vasectomy and said, "Fuck you." Yeah, Alex Skarsgård would be a great Doom. And Taylor Joy's Doctor Doom, 100%. Let's get a gender-bent Doctor Doom. He should be Puck. I loved him as the Penguin as well. Blow the erogenous zone sky high. The sexes are equal. Just the pussy I was looking for. Oh, Lord. Yes. Yes, Jeff. Bill's the bad guy that they forget about Eternals, Chris. Oh, my God, you're right. He was that. No one remembers that. That's fine. He was the hentai man. Yeah, he was the deviant thing, right? Wasn't he the dog, and then he became like a man, and then he started talking and shit, and Angelina Jolie killed him. Spoiler, don't matter. They can bring him back. That's fine. He deserves another chance. He deserves another chance, chat. Yeah, he was the hentai dog man. That's right. Totally forgot about that. Was his voice work. Frank the Tank. He's the right height, 5'4". There you go. Yes. Hype, yes. That's right, Dennis. Yeah, well, I forget the actor's name, but yeah, he was the second choice to play Star-Lord before Chris Pratt got the role. I could see him. That guy who plays Dennis in Fantastic Four, but the guy who plays Dennis on I'm forgetting his name. On Always Sunny, I could potentially see him being Reed Richards, because he could be that guy who's like he's the smartest man in the room, but he's kind of unaware of what's going on sometimes. I could definitely see that. He could pull that off. He didn't cross his Wolverine when he could be the Mole Man. Oh, he could be the Mole Man. You're right. Charlie Day's the Human Torch. Just cast L of Always Sunny. Have Sweet D who be the Invisible Woman. I hate teens. For Wolverine, the X-Men over X-Men Evolution 18. Wolverine the X-Men was very good. I really like that show a lot, but they still did that love triangle. Which I'm kind of done. But I like that show. I really did like Evolution, though, personally. Hi, sir, baby. Let's see here. Oh, is Bill Skarsgård the Crow? The movie did suck. Agreed. Glenn Howerton, thank you. Thank you, Chad. Mac is the thing. Yeah. Yes. I love it. Scotty said, now, Scotty, get out of here. They'll be married to each other. It's so gross. Oh, Lordy. Yeah. Don Draper. Oh, John Hamm is Mr. Fantastic. I would love that. They want to go a little older. Sure. I wouldn't mind that at all. I would not mind that at all. Charlie would be the Toad. I can see him as Toad. I can see Charlie Day pull off Toad. Nah, John Hamm is Superman. Years ago, I could have seen that. It would have been really cool. Maybe if they want to do a Superman movie, like a one-off. Or, I wish DC would do that more. I mean, maybe allegedly they might be doing that. These more kind of standalone movies, but who knows? Who fucking knows? They don't even. They got 2 fucking films. One which they're gonna probably reshoot and get Amber Heard out of there, and then The Flash. Who knows? Who's still? I don't know. They're not going to show that at Comic-Con. I know Warner Brothers, DC, or Warner Discovery is going to Comic-Con. They don't know what they're gonna. They're not even bringing that movie there. You're not even going to fucking talk about it. So we'll see. I don't know, Chad. End of the day, very excited for this Doctor Doom news. I think it sounds really cool. I think it sounds really fun.